Jai Swaminarayan, myself Mudini Nalaude, Atmi Green School, Standard 5th, subject Maths. So yesterday I have revised you the paper format, okay, then percentage chapter and time chapter, right? So today we'll start the remaining two chapters. So first of all we revise I think yes, chapter 12, representing information in graphical form. Okay, so our first topic is about the tally marks and tabular form. So before that, I will tell you the definition of data. The information given is called the data. In recall exercise, we study the tabular form of given information, right? So in tabular form, what we do here, we make three tables. In first, we write the class or numbers, and the second will be the tally marks. So what is the tally marks? So these are the slanting lines which represent each of the atom. Okay, suppose here it is the students. Okay, so John is represented by slanting line. Okay, and when we completed four slanting line, then we give once the little bit slipping line, and it becomes the bunch, or we can say group of 5 tally marks. So if there is only 5 such like this, then we can represent in such manners in tally marks. Okay, so it is 5. So see, only one slanting line, that is only one tally mark represent one number. Okay, when there are two, it represent 2. When there are 3 tally marks, it represent 3. When it is 4 tally marks, it represent 4. And when it is 4 plus this slanting line, it represent 5. Now it is bunch plus 1, it becomes 6. Bunch plus 2, it becomes 7. ठीक है? Next. Uh, Okay, our next topic is the pictograph. The data represented in the form of picture is called the pictograph. Here we represent the number of students by tally marks, and in the pictograph we represent the number of students, or we can say students, in the small symbols just like this smiley. Okay, so in pictograph we have to represent correlated symbols or pictures. Okay, if we represent the books, if represent books, if we want to represent an animal, you have to draw small animals. Okay, if you want to represent student, man, person, then you can get one smiley, otherwise the small picture of man, woman, whatever it may be. Are there birds? Then we represent with the help of small birds. Okay, fine. So here in pictograph, the data is represented in the form of pictures. So when pictograph is given, we also study how to answer the question. Suppose here just see second question. In which class the number of students with 100 marks in mathematics is least? सबसे कम बच्चे जिन्होंने 100 आउट ऑफ 100 मैथ्स में किया है, वो कौन से क्लास में सबसे कम बच्चे? तो बाय ऑब्जर्विंग वी कैन से दिस इज द lowest number of students. Okay, so how many there are 3. Okay, so one more thing we have to see here, how many one symbol represent how many students. So here one symbol represent 1. Most of the time if there are large number of data, then we represent one symbol by 100, 1000, 50 or 20. It depends. Okay, so we have to count the symbols and see which scale we have taken. Okay, and in such a manners we can read and answer the pictograph. Fine, so let's start our new next topic. Okay, so our next topic is bar graph. What is bar graph? The data is represented with the help of bars, is called the bar graph. Now in bar graph, this is the horizontal line called x-axis, the vertical line called y-axis. Most of the numbers are represented on the y-axis, and name of the class, then name of the week, name of the days, then whatever it may be, it that is the word format you can represent on x-axis. Next thing, you have to choose the scale, and you have to write here, otherwise on the upper side of a right corner, that is the scale. That means how we have taken these numbers here. You should be mark this at same interval. Suppose here is the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 5 number of students, most of the time we take here 1 2 3, then 1 centimeter is equal to 1 student. If we take here 0, then 10 20, so say scale will be 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. Get it? Next thing, the distance between two bars, this is the one bar and this is the two bar, the distance between two bars is always equal. The width of these bars are always same, or we can say equal. Okay, remember this thing, and according to data you have to convert this into scale, and then you have to draw the bar graph. Okay, next, circle graph. So when we represent our given data in the form on the circle, in the form of circle, no, yeah, on the circle. Okay, so what is different of circle? So we have to first we have to know the total number of students, or whatever total number of just 1 second. Sorry. When data is represented on circle, it's called circle graph, and when we represent the given data on circle, what we have to do, the total will be represented by the whole circle. So the each atom, or we can say each part, we have to represent it in the fraction in compared to the whole. Suppose here are the total 14 flowers. Okay, 40 flowers. So we have to compare lotus with 40, and then we represent it on the circle. Suppose lotus is 20, na? So 20 upon 40, just one, yeah, 20 upon 40. Okay, so we have to simplify, that means we have to divide by 20, so it gives 1 upon 2 total. So this is the lotus represented. In such a manner you have to represent each data on the circle. Okay, next. Next thing is the line graph. So you have to remember this thing. Okay, so first thing, a line graph is used to show how something is increased or decreased with time. Okay, remember one thing, this is the special graph which represent how the things are increased or decreased with the time. So most of the time the line graph is represented population of country, height and weight of a baby, numbers of cars in a city, height of a plant, or the growth of baby. Okay, so let's see here, it is the growth of baby shown. Okay, so age is given on the x-axis and its weight is given on the y-axis. See, you have to represent the given data first in the dots. You have to darken it, and when you represent the data in the graph, at last you have to join all the dots with a simple line. Okay, it is not straight line, I say simple line. Okay, it may be increasing or decreasing, it depends upon the data. Okay, fine. And you have to observe the given line, given this line graph, and then you have to answer the questions. Okay, fine. This is all about our chapter 14, 12 I think. Yeah, okay, so let's see the our next chapter, that is algebra. Fine, so algebra is very important chapter, because you have to study this algebra in 7th, 8th and 9th standard. So these are the basic concepts given in this chapter. Okay, so please understand carefully this chapter. We have studied so many formulas up to this in 3rd, 4th and 5th, that is in arithmetic and also in algebra, that is perimeter of square is equal to 4 into side of a square. Now most of the time this side of a square is represented by S or L. Okay, so here S is the variable, or we can say here in this representation mathematical formula we use